Welcome to Haunted House. When love is what she said.
She's the so smooth, got the city on a vibe with that justice in her neighbors where the truth comes alive. From the headlines to the plot, she's got her ear to the ground, serving news that's real with a beat and a sound. Word on the street, justice in the air, bringing you the truth like a Caribbean flair. Celebrities and community, big stories and small. Word brings the light so you don't feel the fall. Calm in the storm with that urban kick. She's got style and grace like a journalistic trick. From the heart of the city to the outskirts world, she captures the world like a camera down. Justice in the air, bringing you the truth like a Caribbean flair. Celebrities and community, big stories and small. Word brings the light so you don't feel the fall. Calling the storm with that urban kick. She's got style and grace like a journalistic trick. From the heart of the city to the outskirts wild, she captures the world like a camera dial. Word on the street, justice in the air, bringing you the truth like a Caribbean celebrity.
Wow, so the hackers stole like 3 billion people information.
Cover stories that's always the fight. No matter where you are, you'll hear her call. Echoing the truth, standing tall. Word on the street, justice in the air, bringing you the truth like a Caribbean flair. Celebrities and community, big stories and small. Word brings the light so you don't feel the fall. Word on the street, justice in the air, bringing you the truth like a Caribbean flair. Caribbean flair. Celebrities and community, big stories and small. Word brings the light so you don't feel the fall.
Yes. Welcome back, everyone, to Theodicy Podcast with your girl Word, and of course, the First Lady OG in the building. Yes, we are back in the building, guys. It has been a minute. I am definitely recovering. I definitely have been under the weather. And so I really haven't gotten a chance to even come out and tell you guys Merry Christmas. But I'm happy to be here to say Happy New Year and welcoming the new year. I hope everybody New Year was very happy and joyous, and I pray that everybody this year gets whatever their hearts may desire. um just wishing, wealth, health, prosperity, success in any endeavors or whatever have you. Like I said, yes, it's your girl Word. As you can probably tell, I am definitely under the weather, right? But I'm here and I'm just happy to be here. And of course, like I said, with the First Lady OG, yes, we are back with it. And I just want to give a special shout out to my subscribers, especially to my moderators. I appreciate you guys so much because you guys continuously send me love. So just know that I'm sending blessings and loves from my family to your family. I appreciate you guys so very much. Even my replay watchers that go back and watch some of my videos on replay, the replay gang, you guys know I appreciate you guys too. Also the bush watchers, like I tell you guys, I can't do this part of this journey without you guys. You guys definitely genuinely serve a great purpose. So yeah, the First Lady OG is in the building, and of course, I will let her talk to her people. And because I know I set the stream up for a certain time, I know a lot of people may get into the stream late, but it's cool. First Lady OG. In the building. Peace, love, and light. Happy January. Much love for 2025 to everybody under the sounds of the voice, whether you, again, the replay gang, you here with us, or, you're going to come through. I just want to say peace, love, and light to everyone. Glad to be back. Thank you again to Theodicy Podcast.
for Justice as the host having me here again. And we just hanging out in the evening, this AM really. I can't even say that the evening. This AM we just hanging out and we just decided to come and say hey, give y'all a little updates on what's been going on in our mentals. Because there's all this other stuff going on in the world, child. It's our mentals. But yeah, definitely thank y'all for keeping us abreast. Thank y'all for the community messages. Thank y'all for holding it down while we haven't been here. And please continue to support us. And we shall definitely continue to work on being consistent with content that you can definitely say you don't want to miss. So stay tuned. This is just the beginning. It's just the second day of 2025. And it's
Yes, it
you know
is.
what I'm saying? It's about to be all the way live. So y'all stay tuned.
It definitely is. And as you say that, First Lady OG, I mean, coming in to 2025, I can't really speak, you know, for the masses, but I do know that it's a lot of us that probably came into this 2025 feeling different. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Um, Definitely wanting to exude difference by change. And for me, coming into the 2025, even though I was very sick, I'm talking about guys, I'm sick, baby sick, like grandmother sick, like everybody sick, right? But even bringing in the new year, not feeling the best in health, my spiritual aspect felt really, really good. And even when I said my prayers and I spoke into what I feel into existence of the things that I'm prepared for this year, it was almost like at the end was a confirmation. You know what I mean? So I definitely hope that when I say that everybody just take take in whatever is being given to you, whatever messages is being given to you in this 2025 and apply it to your life as much as you can if it applies, right? But First Lady OG, I mean, what was your feeling coming into 2025?
Uh, okay, so I want to say, yeah, I've been saying happy January. I know sometimes people don't. Apologies, y'all. Okay, it was very quiet. It was the first um January 1st, I'm gonna say, that has come in that I haven't physically been with any of my children. This was the very, very first time. So spiritually understanding what I've been going through the last couple of months and really pushing for everybody else, universe, source, God is only trying to make me see that right now it's my time to shine, so I'm looking at it. It was just me in the midst of that's it. But like I said, I wasn't totally alone. But like I said, the very first time in over 30 years that I've been without not any of my children. But like I said, the time has come for me to selflessly do what I need to do. So, me
Mm,
coming into January, knowing that this is truly not the new year as of yet, according to this Gregorian calendar, yes, 2025 came in. So, I definitely say happy January. The new year's yet to come. We still in the dead of winter. Please know that new means new life, new beginning, and that comes in the spring. So can do your research on that and find out really when the true, you know.
And that is definitely a fun fact. And that was something because like I said, the indoctrination on certain things have become so in now we're going to say to a degree in a lot of our people embedded, and it's even hard
Right, because of
for
these
the understanding of willing
we
to want the change. And like you said,
perform
that was definitely
rituals
a fun fact to know.
because
um
we performing these rituals for so long.
for a very, 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 very long time. And even with myself, like I would I know certain things off of fact and doing research, but yet and still knowing the masses and how to be able to reach the masses, which I would say this. It's kind of like a up and down for me because it's just like, damn, you wish that the masses can truly see what maybe 10% is able to see. That 10% that's able to see what they truly need the masses to see, right? Can't truly see it because, like I said, it's just been certain things that's just been embedded. But coming in to a new beginning, like you said, which our new beginning starts in spring. But even starting the process before getting fully into what that new beginning looks like, right? Into this year that we're stepping into. I agree when you say it's almost like it's letting you know now it's definitely about self care. It's all about letting go of energies that does not serve you. It's all about listening and following what your intuition is guiding you through. And I mean, like I said, coming into this whole moment, I do welcome change, and I think that for the most part I'm walking into more of positive thoughts. I want to begin with positive thoughts and I want to end with a positive thought. You know what I mean? And like I said, First Lady OG, I definitely believe that this year brings new beginnings, a lot of eye opening moments, and even being willing to accept what is in your control from what's not in your control and being okay with it.
Right. Yep.
hmm But it's been so much that when I tell you guys, it's been so much that has definitely taken place since last year. Let me tell you something. I can't wait for Uncle Murder to do the end of the year wrap up for
Uh,
2024 because I know he gonna have a lot to say. He always does the wrap ups for every year, and every year he goes in. So I definitely am looking forward to hearing the wrap up for 2024. But I think that I think leaving 2024 where it is for a lot of people, they probably experienced a lot of heartache and a lot of trauma. Some people went through 2024 actually happy and accomplished things and things of that nature. You know what I mean? But ultimately, for those that, went through certain things that didn't serve you at certain points, in the year before. Now it's time to accept change, and do what makes you happy. And I think that's what this year brings. Definitely, I think that's the theme. Like self-care is definitely the theme.
Uh-huh. Man.
Self-care is definitely the theme. 100%. And
Gotta,
I'm like, listen, the first
gotta
lady
love
OG.
ourselves. It's so easy to tell now when someone doesn't have, self-love. And it becomes, when you understand what it really is, it is just so in your face, like, wow, this person doesn't even love themselves. This is why they're having XYZ situations or feelings and things of that nature. But nobody don't want you to tell them that. Nobody don't want you to tell them that. You might lose a friend trying to tell them. Like, at the end of the day, I'm trying to be honest with you. You need to love yourself, and that you don't. So I say people just be talking, as the kids say, people they just be capping and steady running their mouth.
But how do you? But
Yeah.
how do you? How? Okay, better yet, I'm not even gonna say how, because now I'm gonna speak on a level of understanding on a deeper level, right? And it's almost like when you come to a place of recognizing that you can't validate someone else more than they can validate themselves.
Right.
Now,
And that's where we be messing up at.
I, right. And my thing
Get
is,
people
like,
to us.
I can love you, but that does not mean my love comes with me having to validate
Let's
what
say love
you
is not acceptance. I don't have to, just because I love you doesn't mean I have to accept
exactly.
certain things.
Exactly.
Just
Perfect.
because
You
I
don't
love
have to.
you, right? I don't have to accept you treating me like shit because I love
I
you,
don't. But this is the thing also. That word is so powerful
right?
because
It's an action word,
it's an action word. And that's the thing about it. And the acceptance of understanding, like, listen, I don't have to accept this because guess what? I choose not to have this type of energy
exactly, exactly.
in my world.
You are the author of your own story. You
Right.
writing your own story. So at the end of the day, always remember that when somebody's telling you, you should do this, you should do that. Oh, I take all suggestions out of love. But at the end of the day, the bottom line is your choice, and you shouldn't do anything but what it is that you feel that
I
your
mean,
spirit
with
gods is telling you to do.
that's the thing, being secure. A lot of times, and this is what my thing is. I feel like I have sat back and I've analyzed different things throughout time. And for me, at one point, I thought my purpose was to be who I am. And I carry a characteristic of loyalty and certain things that I carry, but that's just something that I am. Like, that's not something, you know what I mean? Um, how can I say? I got a chance to actually be able to analyze that though, right? And build an understanding for myself of like, listen, I owe myself loyalty, right? Um, I owe myself uh the opportunity to give myself a chance to strive at whatever I'm choosing to go after. I feel the hindrance comes about when you're still trying to extend your hand to look out for others, if that makes sense.
It does.
And in the
Because,
process, it blocks you.
right. Because you have to learn how to feed from overage and not from your actual cup or plate, if that makes sense. Like how they say, my cup is full. Like when your cup is full and begins to overflow, now you have more than enough to start extending to others because you've given an overflow. But when you
Right.
keep giving to those that don't put back in, eventually, and if you feeding from your cup and you keep, like I said, pouring into others that don't pour back into you, now all of a sudden your cup is empty, you weak as shit, and now nobody wants to fuck with you because you different. No, motherfucker, I'm fucked up now because niggas done drained me for everything. I'm done. I'm washed. So now I'm washed, and now nobody wants to be bothered with you because you different. You funny. You acting crazy.
You know, the funniest thing about that, as you say that, for me personally, it took me, that's so funny because it took me back into like that high school type of vibe. Where, like, I don't want to be her friend because she thinks she all that, right? Like,
Exactly.
you know, excuse me,
Correct.
guys, every time I mute, I'm definitely trying not to cough in the ears of you guys. But yeah, it brings me back into that dynamic as you just said that, right? And ultimately, I am. It should always be that in your mind. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And I was I've been through certain things where my perception of it was it had clarity, but it was me delaying certain things. Um, but it was almost like in order for you to get over this next hurdle, you have to be able to let go of a lot of things that don't serve you. So,
Exactly. Which is backwards.
which is
That
backwards. So
backwards
now,
never serves you. If you keep walking, looking backwards, you're gonna kill yourself. You're gonna bust your ass, break your neck. What? Because you're looking backwards, which is
right.
why a lot of um emphasis always gets put on. I like when I heard this. I heard it from a couple of the speakers, but they always say in a car, your windshield is huge and your side mirrors and you know your rear view mirror is small, and they're small because you really only taking a glance at them to check out what's around you. If you pass something, you want to make sure that you all the way pass in case you're getting back over whatever moves you're making. You want to make sure that there's nobody right there. So you take a quick glance in the rear view, you know, up here, or you take a quick glance in the side view mirrors just to see what's happening. But the front windshield is so huge because that's the one that's important. That's where you're looking as to where you're going. And you can see the left, the right, straight ahead, nice angle, windshield huge. Because what's really important is where you're going. What's really important is that you can see forward. You can't do nothing backwards. Yesterday's gone, never
Mhm.
to return.
That's it.
Tomorrow is not promised. So
Nope.
why not today?
And that is the realest thing. That is the realest thing you just said. And I think that that's something that for anybody that's just going into, you know, change, going into change and accepting change and being just be willing and be
Right.
open and be
Because change is
receptive.
inevitable.
Yes, baby.
Things have to change. Things do change. For you to make the shift with the change, that's the choice. Whether you're going to move with the change or not. But the change is going to happen. The world ain't waiting for you now. And that's my thing. But then you turn around and think somebody's supposed to wait for you. But you cool with understanding that the world ain't gonna wait for you. But half of you don't even understand that. I tell my kids all the time. My boy is 18. I'm like, all right, boy, you're gonna wake up and be 21. Where you wanna be by then? I tell my boy that's 25, you're gonna wake up and be 30, wondering what the hell happened to your life. My kids in their 30s, you're gonna wake up and be 40 and then want to be sitting around crying like you in some midlife crisis. We ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. We trying to stop even counting the numbers. That's why we not standing in a circle lighting candles and chanting 3 times. We have to participate because that is exactly what they are.
Let me tell you
12
something.
o'clock
As
New Year's that comes has nothing to do with the new year. If we only knew that we were celebrating a Roman god named Janus, which is where
and if
January come from. Like,
but you
yeah,
know the thing about it too is just that everything is definitely in plain sight, and you know that even when you think about what they consider to be a new year, every new year that comes in is a bloodshed. And like you said, rituals, many rituals going on at
rituals,
many different times.
sacrifices that they're making. Those are human sacrifices that they're making at specific times on the clock on specific days to continue to do what they do. And we really need to stop participating in these things as the people. Start doing your research. Find out where you actually come from. Go do the research on your ancestors and see what tribe you come from to get a sense of self.
I
Like,
mean, this is the thing. This is the thing about it. And please tell a friend and tell a friend. Please subscribe, hit the like button and notification bell. So every time that the Odyssey podcast goes live, you guys will be notified. And as First Lady was just saying, this is what we're definitely also about to get ready to start tapping into. So just stay tuned and look forward for the First Lady is Auntie's house. Go subscribe. Make sure, trust and believe me, the info that she got to give you, I would tell anybody, come in, you take what you need, take what you don't need. But
the
trust and
main
believe me, you
phone.
won't regret it. Right. You know what I mean? You won't regret it. So I just want you guys to please make sure you go and you go subscribe to the First Lady OG is Auntie's house. Now, the Odyssey, we about to go on a ride. I'm gonna be pushing a lot of different content out here for you guys. As you guys know, I am in the celebrity world of uh what they consider to be celebrity gossip, but I'm gonna do a little celebrity gossip twist. So just stay tuned for that. And as we got into just coming into this live, we were having a conversation besides um well, we could basically say the conversation was similar to what we were having now, and we just decided to come live because I wanted to come and wish my beautiful people, um, a happy January, welcome you everyone within good spirits into this 2025, and
Yeah,
also, continue our conversation with you guys because this is what we definitely go into discussing and talking about because the key thing for the year is change. Change. Change
change.
is inevitable.
That's right.
So whether you're gonna be in the change, that is
That's
on you.
that's an option.
That's definitely an option. but also trusting in self. And
That
it's a lot of mental health issues happening out here. I'm going to tell you something as people. If you want to be a part of the change, you have to become the change
that you want to see.
that you want to see. And when I look at myself, I want to become the change that I want to see.
You are the only thing that you can 100% certifiably change, and that's self. That's the one person, excuse me for saying person, that's the one being. Look that up. We ain't even going to stop and go into that, but look up the definition of person. But it's going to be mechanical to you. It's still mechanical to me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just
Mm-hmm.
working a lot harder to be conscious of what I'm saying.
That and also, you know, as you said, be more conscious of what you say and what you do. A lot of times we don't realize how we take our blessings. And this is just my thoughts. I feel like you take your blessings by allowing yourself to entertain things that doesn't serve you.
That part, distracted.
Distractions,
We have to
which
learn
now
to have
distract
a little
you
more
from
discernment.
your original exactly. And that's the thing that for me, I have definitely through my journey have come into realization of.
That a
But
schedule will prevent that because you won't have that extra lag time to be distracted if you give yourself a schedule and something to follow. Again, mechanical in the beginning. And after a while, you won't need to do it the way you may have to do it now. Like me, very mechanically, I need to literally get a big whiteboard and draw it so I can see it. I need to write it down so I can see it. So now, me and my daughter have what's called the Rocket Book. So now I was working on trying to put something in my notes in the phone because it's like, but when I really want to see something, like when I write it, depending on what it is. But with this book, we we are able to write in the book, but then it also transfers into our phone, which is something that I'm going to see how useful that's gonna be for me, especially for the route that we about to take, y'all. Like we doing it, y'all, and you need to be doing it too. And that's taking
and
control of
it's all
self.
about just, trusting yourself. But
Yes,
I
and
I
taking
would say,
control.
yeah, don't block your blessings because you
Stop
block
saying,
your blessings by
stop saying
going
Jesus,
backwards.
take the wheel. Like get out of here with that.
Yeah,
I
most
mean,
definitely.
no tea, no shade, respectfully to those that may seem as if I'm may feel as if I'm being disrespected. Please take it as no disrespect. I'm just stating, in my opinion, I feel like that's just words that you don't want to say because it's once again relieving relieving power from self.
Definitely a hundred
Take, just
percent.
take, tell somebody else to take the wheel. Like, here, you do it. I can't. I'm giving
You
up. Oh my God, I can't
yeah.
take it. Do it. Mm-mm.
Hmm. And
Mhm.
just I mean, I think life lessons is just always staying true to yourself. I think that's the um most powerful lesson, most grateful gift that for me that I honestly have been given. Um and yeah, I mean, like I said, for some reason setting the tone of it's time to almost like I was telling you before, you have a closet, right? And you have a whole bunch of old stuff and you have a whole bunch of new shit, but you can't see the new shit because the old shit is on top of the new shit. And it's like, okay, well, I don't really need the old shit no more. The old shit just been sitting, but because the old shit is sitting on top of the new shit, I still can't see my way. Now, the only way for that to happen is for me to clean out all the old shit that I know I don't need no more. Like it doesn't serve me no purpose. I'm not using it, whatever have you. Oh shit, look at all the new shit I have. Now I can reinvent. Now I'm brand new. You get this is the analogy that I had to go with for myself. Like seriously. Like oh shit, closet is too cluttery. And I'm not going to clean out the old shit to then go back and pick up some of the old shit to add back to into the new closet that I just said I just found all the new shit in. I'm out with the old shit and everything is new.
Out with the old and with the new.
That's it. And people, and this is in every aspect of my life, right? And it may be unfortunately, people that may feel some type of way may not understand, but it's not really for them to understand my journey. And I'm okay with that because I'm out here invalidating who word is. So, I mean, yeah, my message is definitely for the young people to even for those older people. The first lady OG is telling you. And we're speaking from a place of where we are right now. You know what I mean? And when I come through, it's always just to spread when I say peace, love, and light. Yeah, I mean that. I mean that from my heart. I mean that from internally in the space because the exuding of what you say you are and what you believe will then shine outwards. But this is where I would say it's a journey to accepting who you are. But when you get there, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. Believe it or not, it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. But when you choose to be stuck and allow yourself to want to stay in a space of not wanting to be a part of that change, then you would always be reverted back into the same things, asking yourself, why hasn't nothing changed? Because you can't do the same things expecting different results. First Lady OG, I mean, you already know. Jump in. I'm gonna mute up for one moment. You already know. This is the Odyssey Podcast with your girl Word and the First Lady OG. And yes, welcome you guys, 2025. First Lady, I'm muting up for a minute. You in the building?
Yes, ma'am.
Alrighty.
Right here, right here. Good, y'all. Y'all already know how we saying. We just was given our own personal information and feelings about certain things that's been going on. And this is something that I've actually been talking about and giving a lot of thought to as far as really pulling away from the norm. And like we keep saying, indoctrination, just it's just the way of life that we thought was the way things were supposed to be until we really realized that everything, like, I don't know how y'all feel about really realizing, like, you know how you feel when just in between a two-person relationship, whether it's a romantic relationship, two sisters, cousins, whatever, you know how you feel when someone lies to you or tells you some bull. You know how you feel. So now imagine you really come to understand, like almost like life was stolen from you. Like,
Yeah. It's like you come to understand that
like all the struggles, the stories of who we are and where we came from. I
I
mean,
love my, you know what it is, First Lady OG. You come to understand that I love myself enough to let go. Now, normally you'll hear it in a different form of a person back in the day. It's so funny. I used to tell my baby father, like, listen, man, I love you enough to let you go. And at that time, how I was saying it, I really didn't even understand it to how I'm saying it now. No, I love me enough to let it go because it doesn't serve me. And it's okay because I think that as people, we get stuck in things supposed to be a certain type of way.
because somebody told you though. That like
Exactly, right?
life coach
But
614 tell you, life coach 614, check her out. She's on here also, Room to Breathe. But she would definitely also say it doesn't matter who it is. If they negative, toxic, and it doesn't serve you.
it doesn't serve you. It doesn't serve you. And this is the thing about it. It's okay because like I said, I think that as people, we go through emotional guilt, right? And the emotional guilt comes from I don't want to hurt this person, I don't want to make this person. It's all these thoughts with emotional guilt, right? Not realizing that you put that emotional guilt on yourself because what's in your control is you and what going forth you see for yourself to keep yourself in a sane and stable state of mind, in a state of zen or happiness, whatever state of mind that you want to see yourself be in order to be the best version of you. Now, it doesn't mean that, oh my God, I hate this person or whatever. Sometimes relationships, whatever that relationship may look like the first lady said, it could be your sister, it can be a boyfriend, girlfriend relationship, it could be a husband, wife relationship, it could be a cousin and uh, a uncle situation, whatever it may be, whatever aspect of a relationship that you may be going through that may be toxic, guess what? It's okay. Because even with loved ones and people that we hold near and dear to us, yes, they are in our lives for a season, a moment, or a lifetime. But as you go through that journey, it will be in front of your face. And allow the chips to fall where they may fall because that is what it's supposed to be. Hold on, guys.
Which is
First,
why
I'll be
we
back.
always end up in situations that don't serve us. It wasn't even meant for us. But here we go trying to shift and change things that are not meant to change. First and foremost, As we stated, you are the only thing that you can change, yourself and what you do. So, in opposed to letting the chips fall where they may, as we state, some people come into your life for a reason, a season, some are there to stay. And not having enough discernment, not having enough knowledge of self, enough knowledge and wisdom or experience, period, allows you to miscommunicate between the reason, the season, and the forever. And you try to make the season a forever, the reason a season, the forever a reason. Like, again, you don't have to plant the leaves or shake anything on the trees for the leaves to come. The flowers in the front flower bed in front of the house, you don't plant those. You don't do anything to those. These trees that's looking bare naked right now, when the new year truly comes in and they start budding, you're not doing that. It's the natural order of things. And every ecosystem has a natural order of things. And when you disrupt that, that's when you cause situations for disrupting natural order.
That's so very true. That is so very true. People, I think that once our people maybe come to the realization that just like, you're in a spiritual warfare with self. And if you're looking for peace, you're needing to look for peace within. And a part of in search, when you do go on that journey of finding peace, it's also coming into realization that part of coming into peace is part of accepting your truth. I then believe, First Lady OG, the world will begin to then become a more different environment. Do we have a long way to go? We sure do. I think that's kind of why I understand now that not every one you may come in contact with in your life is meant to go with you throughout your whole journey. Every person that comes in contact with you in your life, they serve a purpose. And whatever that purpose may be, the purpose is served, and same vice versa. As when you come into someone's life, I come into people's life for a purpose. I do what my purpose is. And when that is fulfilled, and that whatever that message is telling me, like this job is done, like, okay, now this is what the next step is. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Now I am more open eyed and more obedient to listening versus fighting my inner self like I was prior before. You know what I mean? And that's something that is a testimony for me, honestly, when I think about it. Like that's a part of like my testimony, um, in this chapter in my book, most definitely, as I embark on the next chapter.
Okay. I went and
Yeah.
snuck a couple of tortillas, y'all. Those salsa
Yep.
chips. But most definitely, that's why knowing thyself is so very important. That's why
Yeah.
understanding thyself is so important. That's why really knowing who you are, how to manage your emotions. Like, When you can master, when you have mastered self, a lot of us don't really know what that means to master self. But
No.
that's a powerful thing.
And-
If we could all start learning to master self, then you will start unlocking those superpowers that you truly have. Nobody's
And
talking
that's
shit.
the
Nobody's
journey.
telling you nothing. Nobody's making up the Marvel comics. Hint,
Nope.
hint. You can
And that's the
unleash.
journey. Shit.
You can
That's
unleash those
the,
powers. Mhm.
that is definitely the journey I want to be on. This is so crazy. First Lady OG, I wanted you to finish what you're okay. So basically, what's about to happen is the computer is about to die. I was actually looking for the charger, and I don't know where I hid this charger, but 9 times out of 10, I'm hiding the charger from my children and hiding it from myself, pretty much. But
You'll
I
hide
don't want,
them
I
when they
don't
use
want,
it, you don't charge it.
huh?
I said, but then when you hide it from them, if they use it, then they can't charge it.
That's right, but I'm hiding it from myself though because I can't. But I've been under the weather, so I can't
Yeah,
even
they when
process that.
you,
Yeah, it's like a process. Like I can't even process it. But before this computer even completely dies out on us, oh my God, this is the Odyssey podcast with your girl Word and the First Lady OG. I appreciate you guys so, so very much. I truly love you guys. This was really a quick live, just coming in to chit chat for the 2025. Like First Lady OG said, happy January. We will see you in April for the official new year. So stay tuned for the official new year in April. We also, for those of you who are going to do the replay, like I told you, that was a fun fact that the First Lady OG did give. Remember, guys, check out Marta the Smarter, 10:01 a.m. right here on YouTube. She does virtual assist, um, content. If you're looking to a new content creator and you need help with pushing content, she's definitely where you need to be because she has all the sauce to get you where you need to be on these social media platforms. I will tell you that. First Lady OG is Auntie. Like I told you guys, go and subscribe. But of course, the First Lady OG is here herself. So I would let her do her own.
right. Make sure y'all go and subscribe to I Am Auntie House here on YouTube, as she stated with Marta the Smarter. Definitely check her out. Big surprise for y'all to know the real royalist will be here, aka Savage Royalty. She will be here Monday through Friday as well. Here on YouTube. She's actually making other platforms her primary network at this point. Everybody's branching out. Like I said, we doing it, y'all. We doing it. So you're gonna learn to see soon the people in our circle, the people that we connected to. Um, oh, we gotta hurry up because the computer might die. So let me stop getting on. But make sure y'all go see I Am Auntie House, Marta the Smarter, and the Real Royalist, which is Savage Royalty, and that's part of our community with me and Word Justice. I send peace, love, and light for 2025 and many more to come. Stop counting numbers. Don't worry about the numbers they gave us. They messed them all up anyway. So at the end of the day, just make sure that you hit the smash that like if you haven't on your way out. If you haven't done it on your way in, do it on your way out. And hit that bell to subscribe so you never miss a live. You don't have to worry about no time. Just hit that bell. Subscribe. You'll never miss a live. And you're always on time. Peace, love, and light to y'all. We'll see y'all next time.
Peace, love, and light, and we will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.